Our founding fathers were concerned by Alexander Hamilton's and James Madison's promise of federalism and carefully crafted our Bill of Rights as a check against its expansionist growth. We, the people, have a duty to exercise our rights, as doing so is a check against swelling federal power. We have failed as a people to rein in this federal growth, and we are losing our freedoms as a consequence. This power has expanded across the sea and is laying roots with the UN, NATO, WHO, and WEF. These bodies that rule the political, military, health, and finances of the world are missing a key component: the authority of the sovereign. Once this is established, the global federal government will be able to enforce global law. This will be the new world order that the Uniparty in DC always shows bipartisan support for. Furthermore, a parasite has latched itself onto the host of federalism: Trotskyism. This form of global socialism targets capitalism with the intention of bringing it to ruin. Using the Cloward-Piven strategy, these globalist Marxists intend to overwhelm the state welfare and legal systems, causing such social burdens that the state collapses and can no longer provide the entitlement services or justice the population has grown accustomed to. Unable to provide for or care for themselves, the population is desperate and left begging for a solution. The people are further brought into disarray by these Trotskyists with the implementation of Saul Alinsky's rules for radicals. This destructive communist manifesto acts as an instruction manual on how to destabilize and disorganize a civilization using subversive tactics. The situation will become so dire that the people will beg for a federal totalitarian socialist global empire. The use of sanctions on a personal level will create a chilling effect on dissension due to the fear of being alienated. No one will be able to buy or sell under the implementation of the tyrannical central bank digital currency that is managed by an artificially intelligent social credit score system. This new money system based on social behavior will fail to function for those who are not found to be absolutely obedient to the state. Our duty as a free people is to peacefully protest this foul direction by exercising our rights and taking back as much responsibility from the state as possible. Unfortunately, we have abdicated too much responsibility to the state and have become overly dependent. Recently, the situation has metastasized to the point where the state is buckling and failing to provide proper services. If we continue down this path and allow ourselves and others to game the system and undeservingly extract resources, we will get the government we deserve. This is on us. We must take maximum personal responsibility for everything. Once we realize the inevitable end of this path we are on, we will see that no help will be given and that we are on our own. If we wish to remain a free people, we must grasp that we are on the precipice of oblivion. We have abdicated power to intellectual supremacists who think they know better how to rule our lives than we do. These arrogant narcissists do not have our best interest at heart and are enriching themselves at our expense. These elites do not know our individual needs and therefore cannot properly service them. These people wish to lord over man and love acquiring money above all else. They are entirely corrupt and we must divest from their services completely, as our reliance upon them acts as the chains that hinder our freedom. These intellectual supremacists have developed a series of Ponzi schemes that are perpetually supported by the American taxpayer and expansionist colonies indebted around the world. The collapse of these schemes has been avoided by bailouts, raising debt ceiling limits, and opening new onerous markets across the globe. This collapse is inevitable, and these intellectual supremacists are desperate to encourage chaos so a crisis or war can conceal it. The people on top of this pyramid scheme do not want to be held accountable for their complicity in their diabolical crimes committed for the sake of self-enrichment at our expense. They have prepared us to accept the notion of a so-called black swan event that will look like a natural unforeseen accident. While we are distracted by this, they will walk away with their fortunes, leaving us to believe that this event was the cause of our suffering and not their litany of disastrous actions. The reason the word democracy is repeatedly hammered home in the mainstream media is to make us believe these cataclysmic events are the fault of the people. America is a constitutional republic. These so-called representatives have claimed to be the best of us, and in their confidence they have taken the mantle of leadership. They bear the full weight and responsibility of their position and own all guilt. The sword of Damocles hangs above them. Heavy lies their crown. If and when they do pull the rug from beneath our feet, what foundations will we be left to stand on? Self-reliance is the solution. The truth is our greatest weapon. Trust your instincts, do good, love your neighbor, and teach them to care for themselves. The earth provides, the state extracts. It is time to rein it in, so the power is in the hands of the people, where it belongs.
Pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack, which would bring to a complete halt to the power supply, transportation, hospital services, our society as a whole. The COVID-19 crisis would be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison.
I just feel a lot of concern that 2024 may be the year of a black swan event. This is a national security event with high impact that's very hard to predict.
Certainly, what we call the black swans, the unpleasant surprises which will come in our way.
Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly all experience hath shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations pursuing invariably the same object evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems of government.
Inform you that as of midnight, Texas has officially become an independent nation. The decision to separate from the United States was made following a democratic process, with 78% of the population supporting this outcome. We recognize the challenges that lie ahead, and we are prepared to engage in open and constructive dialogue to ensure a smooth transition. We invite you to join us in shaping a new era of cooperation.
Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Check out my other videos. Please visit my website at samstwitch.com. My Twitter profile is at samstwitch_Sam. My YouTube channel is at youtube.com/samstwitch. I post videos that I cannot post on YouTube on my BitChute channel at bitshoot.com/samstwitch.